What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I stopped covering this season of Transit Love season 4, and it's just because I just couldn't resonate with the season. Episode 8 was a really frustrating watch for me, so I kind of just was like over it. But I just watched episode 9, and I feel like this season could head into a pretty decent direction. So I think I'm just going to like pop in every once in a while and just give my opinions on certain couples and certain situations that were shown on the show. I feel like that'll be like much more interesting for everyone instead of doing an episode recap. I'm sorry for those who did enjoy my episode recaps, but this season has just been really frustrating. But without further ado, let's just get right into my opinions, I guess. 1Q does not like Ji-young, point blank period. I don't know how you guys see any like sparks between them two. I feel like 1Q would pit any other women in the house over Ji-young except for maybe Hunji, and that's just based off the fact because they never had any interactions with each other. He does not like her at all. I feel like her coming onto him kind of strong kind of threw him off, and plus he kind of prefers someone who's more goofy. Hence his ex, I feel like he had more chemistry on a date that he had with Yoon Young over any of the dates that he had with Ji-young. So I'm not sure how you guys see any connection between these two, but I can bet $1,000,000 that there is no way that these two will come out a final couple. And to add on, he texted Yoon Young on that first day. So his first impression pick was Yoon Young. So he always had interest, but he did state that he likes a woman who takes the initiative and someone who makes the first move, which that does explain Ji-young, but I fear she just came on too strong. So now since he has had this date with Yoon Young, I feel like that's why he had that chat with Ji-young where he was like, let's go on a date, because he wants to plan his options. If I was to jump in 1Q's head right now, I feel like last place on his radar is Ji-young and Hunji tied. Then it will be Min Kyung, Yoon Young in second, and then Ji-young at the top because he still has feelings for her. Alright, Baekhyun and Hunji. I'm going to talk about them separately and then their dynamic together as well. This is such a frustrating set of exes. Probably my least favorite set of exes. Honestly, I feel like Heedoo and Nayoung and Hunji and Baekhyun are kind of tied for that last place spot. But every time they come on the screen, I am so over it already. I hate that they're giving so much camera time because it's so annoying. So overall, Baekhyun has done wrong, and Hunji hasn't done anything wrong, but in that argument that they had on episode 9, I feel like Hunji just didn't get her point across, because she made it seem like she was mad about Baekhyun giving Ji-young that high five, but I feel like she had way more talking points that she just didn't get across. I feel like the most important thing that she should have brought up was the letter comment, because that was not needed when Baekhyun said that he threw away his ex's letter. I feel like she has appropriate reasons to be mad at him, but she made him not seem crazy in that argument, and I don't like that. I'm not a Baekhyun fan at all, but that was just such a weird interaction, and I feel like a part of it is because she hasn't been getting text messages, so I feel like she's kind of just like going crazy in the mind, because she has been putting all her eggs in Yusik's basket, and Yusik, he kind of is having a hard time navigating all of these different connections, because I'm gonna get on Yusik as well, so I'm gonna save my talking points about Yusik for later, because there's a lot. But Hunji, she likes Yusik, but their dates are terrible. They have no connection whatsoever. I can't get behind it. I don't. It just seems like very artificial and forced. But let's talk about Baekhyun and Yoon Young's connection. It is very genuine. Like, that's one thing I can give him. I'm not a Baekhyun fan at all, but I can see that he wants to make it work with Yoon Young. I feel like Yoon Young is gonna be his final choice, no matter what. I feel like he's locked in on her. Yoon Young, she could shift, but I don't see her shifting at all, and she didn't shake when Jae-hyung came in the house. I do feel like Jae-hyung and Yoon Young are exes, that's what I believe, but I don't see her going anywhere, so I feel like them two are pretty rock solid. What I didn't like from Hunji's end is her saying that she feels like Baekhyun shouldn't be showing so much affection in her face. I mean, like, two things could be true, but I don't feel like he shouldn't be able to like interact with other women in front of her. I mean, they broke up 5 years ago. I feel like he has all other right to like talk to the other women, just as long as it's not like doing too much. I feel like she should have just said, like, stop disrespecting me in front of everyone. I feel like that would have been a better talking point, because he kind of has been disrespecting her. I still think about him going to Yusik basically saying, what if you got with someone who isn't tidy or clean, basically kind of throwing shade at Hunji. But yeah, overall, they're my least favorite set of exes in the house, and they literally threw me for a loop. As I stated earlier, I do believe that Yoon Young and Jae-hyung are exes. I have no grounds to stand on them. It's just my gut feeling. I mean, I've been wrong about every set of exes, but I do believe that they're exes. I feel like the production is just trying to throw us off. Yoon Young was talking in third person about Jae-hyung and her overall impression of him, but she hasn't like shaked at all. I really am curious to know what's going on in Yoon Young's mind. I wonder if she's like 100% in with Baekhyun, or if she wants to explore other people. I do feel like she kind of had like the most tiniest interest in Yusik, but Yusik has been very playful with her, and I feel like she kind of looks for someone who's a bit more serious in a way. Not saying that Baekhyun is serious, but Yusik has basically brushed her off, and I don't think that she likes anyone else in the house. I did love her date with Woojin on the second episode, but yeah, I just want to see her explore more. And Jaehyung, I'm gonna get into how I feel about his dynamic with Jihyung, because I do like it. And Jaehyung, I like him. He's a standout guy. I feel like he's a great game changer to come in. I feel like he has changed up a little bit. It was funny how the guys were like wavering on episode 8. Like, Yusik went to go wash his hair, Wonq changed his shirt. Like, what was that about? But I'm glad that they're shaking in their boots, so hopefully he can send some more waves throughout the house. Okay, so Jihyung and Jaehyung. Jaehyung seems completely smitten by Jihyung. I feel like Jihyung still has Yusik at first place. I don't know why. I feel like Jaehyung did come on like a little strong, and it seems like Jihyung likes dorky type of dudes, like dudes that are kind of goofy and has like a silly side to them. Although Yusik kind of has like this like robotic type of movements when he goes on dates, he does kind of like settle down when he's with Jihyung. So I can kind of see why, but I do kind of want her to like transfer over to Jaehyung. I feel like he's the type of guy that she needs. He seems more stable, and Yusik, he's just way too passive, and I don't want her to get back with Wonq at all. Oh my gosh, I gotta give my opinion on the Jihyung and Wonq reveal. But yeah, my overall opinion is that I want Jihyung to open up more to Jaehyung, and I just need Jaehyung to like kind of let it be a little bit in a way. I feel like Yusik isn't going to really treasure her that much, because he is kind of juggling 3 women at the same time, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's how I feel about these two. Okay, so let's get into this Wonq and Jihyung X reveal. So this reveal was definitely the saddest X reveal by far. I fully thought that they were going to be a long-term couple, but they were only together for 10 months. And they basically broke up because Wonq kind of expected a lot more from Jihyung, although Jihyung is still young and she wants to explore. He wanted her to be more stable in life, but she still is exploring. And honestly, I was kind of like furious about this. I did not see this coming from Wonq. I did not like the comment of where he basically compared his friend's wife to her, about how his friend's wife opened up a clinic and all. This kind of made me mad. I just feel like if you really were in love with her, you would have held her down until she got into a good spot. So I get why Jihyung said it felt like insincere love, because I do feel the same way. I feel like these two were a match, but I feel like Wonq kind of just like ruined it. So I feel like I don't want them back together at all, but if Wonq really starts to like show more action and goes like straight to her, and he doesn't entertain anyone else, I feel like I can get behind him. But he would have to be a changed man. Like, I'm sorry, but I did not like that at all. But on another note, their scenes do have such like intense tension. Like when Jihyung went downstairs and she had to hide by the closets, that was like such like, that was probably like the most tension I've ever seen among the Exchange franchise. And then when he went upstairs to ask her on a date on episode number 9, on the last episode, yeah, like it's just like they have like this tension. Like, a part of me wants them to work out, but it's just like, me personally, if I was Jihyung, I would absolutely refuse to get back with him. So I get why when they had that sit down, she said that she erased him from her mind. Because I'm sorry, but you just did not even think to hold her down. Like, that is crazy. Okay, let's get into the most controversial couple. So I'm going to be frank with you guys. I don't really analyze their relationship so much. I just know that it's really hard on Minhyung, and Yusik is just such a big question mark to me, because I feel like he does still have feelings for Minhyung. I feel like Minhyung is still his first place, but I feel like right now he's in the mindset of, I can't get caught. Like, the main mission of this show is for no one to know who's ex. So I feel like he's more so mad about it seeming like it's kind of obvious that these two are exes, but I don't really feel like it was that obvious. But I just don't get his mind at all. I feel like because Jihyung and Hunji have both approached him, he's kind of like occupied. And he's like, oh man, like, what should I do? It kind of seems like it's more so of a burden on him that these two women are approaching him. But I do feel like he does have a lot of chemistry with Jihyung. So I feel like Jihyung would be his final pick if the final picks were now. As for Minhyung, I feel like she just wants to like get the experience. Like, she has gone on a date with every single guy. I feel like she's just chilling right now. I don't feel like she really is like into like the dating part right now. I feel like Yusik has been stressing her out these past couple days, and that's why I feel like she just really just wants to have a talk with him. So let's get into this argument that they had on that balcony. I feel like this argument, it was pretty useless. I don't think they really like got to a conclusion. Like I feel like they were talking in circles. I feel like they just need to like let each other go. I feel like that's for the best. Like they were together for a long time, but I don't see a path that these two could take to where getting back together would be the best solution. I feel like they both need time alone and they shouldn't jump into a relationship. I do feel like Woojin is a bit healing to Minkyung. I feel like Woojin would be a great person to Minkyung. Woojin is kind of like that Hungyu to Haeyoung type of situation to me. But I don't see a Haeyoung for Yusik, if that makes sense. Like Jihyung, she's a great girl. Hunji, she's a great girl. But I don't feel like if they were to be each other's final pick, I don't see them being together for a while. But yeah, that's my overall analytical opinion about these two. These two need each other. I feel like if Minkyung was to jump in a relationship, it should be with Woojin. I feel like Woojin needs Minkyung. I don't like how Jihyung is doing Woojin at all. I'm gonna jump into that next. But so far, 9 episodes deep, the only couple that I'm rooting for is Minkyung and Woojin, and Jaehyung and Jihyung are up on the rise currently. So those are my 2 ships currently. The only thing that's stopping me from becoming a Jihyung stan is how she's treating Woojin. She does not have to continuously bring up how she's over her ex in front of everyone. She keeps disrespecting him, and I hate that for him. Like this season, everyone's just disrespecting their exes. It's just like, what happened to common courtesy? But I don't like how she's moving with him at all. He's basically just now getting closure on the show because she broke up with him so abruptly, and they broke up probably like 3 months before the show even started airing. So like, it's weird how quick they were able to get on the show. But yeah, I don't like it. I feel like Woojin, he's just so heartbroken. Like he doesn't know how to feel. Like he has not had time to like sit down and like think about his feelings. He said that he still wants to get back with Jihyung, although she is like walking around with Wonq all over and all in his face. It's just a mess. Although Wonq does not even like her, not even a little bit. But yeah, like I feel so bad with Woojin. I just need Jihyung to just chill out a bit, or I just can't defend her. No shade. Let's take a quick look at these clocks. So now we know where Jihyung, Wonq, and Yoonyoung stand. So Yoonyoung, she is more interested in meeting someone new, but she still has a little bit of feelings for her ex. I can't wait to see her story revealed. But Wonq, he wants to get back with Jihyung. At least that's what he wanted to do before he got in the house. So we see that in Jihyung. I feel like she has an appropriate amount of feeling, love. I mean, because they like basically just broke up. Why do we have so many recent couples this season? Like, I feel like we usually get couples that like haven't broken up for like a year or so. Like, it seems like everyone broke up either earlier in the year or like towards the end of last year. But yeah, I wanted to just leave the clocks here. These are my personal rankings. Minkyung is my favorite right now, followed by Woojin and Jaehyung. These 3 are currently my clients, so I am sticking beside them currently. Jihyung is currently pending, so she has the possibility to become a client, but I still need to see more from her. And I'm kind of iffy because I feel like she's going to choose Yusik over Jaehyung. And I feel like Jaehyung is just the type of man that she needs. He's a leader, and that's definitely what she needs. Yoonyoung, I like her. She's not a client or pending. Yoonyoung is just kind of there for me. Like, I have no problem with her. That's why she's there. She hasn't really made me mad, except for her choice of men, as in Baekhyun. Because, you know, I don't like Baekhyun. Which is why he's last place. He's been last place probably since the first episode. No shade. No, episode 5, I did like him because we saw a different side of him. And I found it kind of funny how he was like going crazy because Hunji came in. Hunji is on probation. I became a stan on episode 8, but I was deeply disappointed by her on this last episode. I just wish that she was just kind of standing on business more. Because, yeah, okay, had an argument. Okay, that's nice. But I don't like how she was like hugging him and then like holding his hand. That threw me completely off. Wonq, he was previously pending, but now I don't know if I can get behind him. Wonq, Yusik, Jihyung, and Baekhyun, I have no spot for them. They're not a client or pending. Like, I guess they're like being prosecuted currently. I guess that's the word I can use. But yeah, these are my rankings. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. I'm sorry for those who did look forward to my recap videos, but this season is just so much to keep up with, and it's just like so much discourse going online. But I still want to give my opinions just so it can be out in the world, and make sure you guys leave your opinions down below as well. I'm interested to know other people's point of views. I'm currently in a Transit Love group chat right now, and it's interesting to hear Baekhyung Stan's point of views. So I'm open to anyone, although I don't like Baekhyung. You guys might love him. I'm interested in opinions. Like, let's make this a discussion channel. But let me stop all that yapping, and I'll see you guys whenever I want to touch base again.